What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Kate Bush. And we're back for what I think is her final studio album thus far, anyway, which is 50 Words for Snow 2011. If I'm not remembering that right, bear with me. But yes, as always, big thank you to Seb for providing the Kate material and all those who've been along for this Kate Bush journey. But yeah, 50 Words for Snow, it's interesting because it makes me think about, different languages, and in some languages, phenomenon and concepts like rain and snow have either multiple words or words that have certain connotations which are not necessarily present in the word for rain or snow in a different language. So whether we're talking about words with that meaning in different languages, or whether different ways to describe it, which again have slightly different understandings, I am curious about the title. And the reason I'm mentioning so much the album's title is because the first track is called Snowflake, which is itself interesting, right? Snowflake, it's the single unit of snow as it falls as precipitation, but as many people know, snowflakes are famously unique. They're sort of one-off, and each one of them will likely have a slightly different shape, structure, etc. So in that regard, I do wonder whether this is a metaphor for humans, or at least for emotional circumstances, where, yes, there are these overriding categories, but if you look closer, if you look microscopically, and obviously that could be figurative, you see fundamental differences or important differences that shape subjective experience and are not translatable to somebody else in a one-to-one ratio. I'm surely talking too mechanically or quantitatively. Let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Kate Bush. The song is Snowflake, and it's the first tune on 50 Words for Snow 2011.
I was born in a cloud. Now I am falling. I want you to catch me. Look up and you'll see me. You know you can hear me. The world is so loud. Keep falling. I'll find you. We're over a forest. There's millions of snowflakes. We're dancing. The world is so loud. Keep falling. I'll find you. I am eyes and the dark. I can see horses wading through snowdrifts. My broken heart, my fabulous fleeting song, the world is so loud, keep falling, I'll find you. My broken heart, my fabulous dawn, my fleeting song, my twist and shout. I am eyes and dust and light and I can hear people. I think you are near me now. The world is so loud, keep falling, I'll find you. We're over a forest. It's midnight at Christmas. The world is so loud, keep falling, I'll find you. I think I can see you. There's your long white neck. The world is so loud, keep falling, I'll find you. Now I am falling. Look up and you'll see me. The world is so loud, I'll be with you. The world is so loud. Keep falling. I'll find you. Be ready to capture me. The world is so loud. Keep falling. I'll find you.
Holy smokes. I have so much to say here. I have to talk about the vocals, more on that in a moment, but okay, sonically it's pretty minimal. That piano riff which just keeps going and going, which I think is part of the atmosphere and the scene painting, is most prominent, but that electric ambient atmosphere which we heard in isolation right at the end, that was a notable element. And there was definitely an emotional tenderness to the track, but also times where it felt like a bit tension filled, which I think is also purposeful. But I really enjoy just the journey of that tune, which felt long. That's got to be like 8-9 minutes. In fact, more than 9, almost 10. So yeah, definitely an expansive starter just in terms of duration. But okay, is that Kate and Bertie, which is my best guess? Because I went on a journey with this one vocally. Like, it's like, oh, okay, she sounds like a little bit different than she sounded on the director's cut re-recordings, and maybe that was partially influenced because a lot of them, the vocals were notably, perceptibly different from the vocal recording in the original tracks. And then it's like, wait, no, it sounds like a boys' church choir or something. And it's like, oh, but I think that is a boy's voice. And then there'd be, like, the next moment I'd be like, wait, no, I think that is Kate. So, am I wrong? Is that not Kate and Bertie? Because, like, again, there was a moment, like, about halfway through where I was like, dude, if this is a single vocal, then I'm going to have to ask, and then I'm going to be, sort of ridiculed one way or the other. Like, oh, of course it's Kate. Why would you think it's someone else? Or, that's obviously not Kate. Why wouldn't you recognize that? But yeah, like, essentially, unless I'm hearing it wrong, and if I am, I apologize, but it sounded like it was Kate and a young male voice, which I'm just going to assume is her son. But if I'm wrong, I'm curious, like, why it really sounded that way. Because again, there were times where it was unquestionably Kate, but then other times where it's like, no, I really don't think that's her. I think that's like a youth male choir type of voice. And even the delivery in those lines felt like the kind of vocal writing that, again, like, the King's College youth orchestra or boys choir would have. So yeah, I am wondering about that. But then as I think of the lyrics, like, first of all, it's a scene painting, but I think fundamentally it's a personification of a snowflake. Now again, maybe that's allegory, but yeah, it felt like not so much, a metaphor, but that, like, okay, this is what a snowflake would see and say. If it's, falling quietly and it's seeing horses going through a snowbank and, the trees, it's, falling in a forest and there's plenty others of them and they're dancing and singing. And then I was trying to figure out at first, like, is the line, the world is so loud, which again, you often hear, like, oh, when snow is falling silently, like, it barely makes a sound even though it's very visually ubiquitous. So I wondered if there was a contrast there, that, like, the world is full of activity and sounds, but from a snowflake's point of view, which is, falling sort of quietly, silently, that's all sort of a bit of noise and cacophony. But then it sounded like maybe the story is that there's like two snowflakes and they're going to fall in different places and they're going to eventually in their lives end up in different places and not be connected. And then I thought, like, well, that would be a good mother son, parent child metaphor, that like they start their journey together, but inevitably they go to different places. And there's this sense of like, on some level, there's going to be some disconnection. And even though that might not be pleasant, we'll try to find each other at different points, like after we go through this next phase. So I thought maybe it could be, again, like a figurative metaphor for the journey that a parent and child take. So, yeah, again, I think fundamentally it's like the story of personified snowflakes, or from the point of view of one or two snowflakes. And then again, maybe that tension that I heard in parts is like this sense that, like, oh, I don't know where you are because there's so many others and we're kind of all falling a bit semi-randomly, and there's going to be a moment where I can't see you, but I'll find you in a moment or two. So maybe the beauty, but also a bit of worry that I heard in the Sonics is reflective or emblematic of that. So, yeah, definitely I have a lot of questions after this one, but I really did enjoy it. I am curious whether that was, in fact, Kate and her son. Do let me know. But a beautiful tune, and even before it got to the line that, like, it's, 12, it's midnight on Christmas, that's what I was seeing, like this, winter scene, and, during the holidays when all is quiet, nothing was stirring but a mouse and all that, like, that's kind of the vibe I was getting. And then she said that, it's like, okay, it's framed. Now, obviously, we in the Northern Hemisphere, I'm assuming most people watching this are in the Northern Hemisphere, we're on the other seasonal side of that, so a bit unfortunate that I didn't react to this, 5 months down the line or something, but either way, I thought that was a very beautiful tune and a very cool album opener, and I do wonder how much more of the album will play off of those types of scenes, and using snow maybe again as a metaphor, as allegory, or at least as a conceptual launching pad for other stories. So we'll figure all that out. Obviously, I look forward to any insights and thoughts that people have. Do let me know. Thank you again to Seb, and I will see you next time. Peace.